Hello everybody and welcome along then to the start of the VALVIK Minor League. Hello everybody, my name as always is Frankie, and today we take a break from the main season to bring you the start of our take on a B-League, where teams that fail to qualify compete in 8 VALVIK Minor League events, the winner of which will receive some sort of advantage in next season's qualifiers. Also new to the Minor League this year we've got relegation. Well, let's get to meet our 12 teams that will compete. We start off then with the first event, which is the Swing Wave. And we've got the Rollives and the Coastline Crescents starting us off. And they're off. They start at the top lane. They already lose one to the Rollives. They go into 4. Will they lose one in the 8? They do not. But the Coastline Crescents do, and on the other hand. It's going to be 1 in the 8, 2 in the 5 for the Coastline Crescents, with 1 in the 0. The Rollives also lose 1 in the 8 as well. Not a good start from either of these teams, of course, in the Swing Wave. The rules are very simple. Make sure to get to the right side without getting into the catch basin, which nets you a 0. For the moment then, it's the Crescents with 18. Move on to round 2 with the Poison Darts and Kitsune Rush. And they're off. Very well held together, bottom lane, Kitsune Rush. Poison Darts lose 1 already. Kitsune Rush, will they land in the basin? They will land in the basin. But the Poison Darts there have 2 in the 8, 1 in the 7, but they have 1 early dropout in the 4. In the form of their captain, Archer. As you can see, they stop there in the middle of the track. I think they landed in the 3 or in the 4. Meanwhile, Captain Spirit of the Kitsune Rush will end up in the catch basin, netting them only a 22, with the Poison Darts taking the lead with a 27. Alright, round 3 now with the Cuballs and the Hammerheads. Cuballs, of course, massive shocker after missing out on the qualifiers this season. Of course, the champions of the very first edition of the VALVIK Minor League. They get a decent run here, but it's no better compared to the run of the Poison Darts. It's about the same, maybe a little bit better. Meanwhile, the Hammerheads, not a bad run either. Another team, of course, that failed to qualify in Group C. The Cuballs failed to qualify in Group B. They missed out by 2 points. But meanwhile, then, it will be second for the Cuballs, third for the Hammerheads. Move on then to the 1-4 with Pyre Prowlers and the Cyber Crew, 2 of the new teams added for Season 3. Slower start there for the Pyre Prowlers. Cyber Crew already lose 1 bottom lane, and Pyre Prowlers will get 2 in the 8, and so do the Cyber Crew. But it's a good run then for the Pyre Prowlers. We do have a new leader for now. Of course, all teams have a second set of runs each, so it's not all over yet, but it's not looking bad then for the Pyre Prowlers. A team that famously missed out on the qualifiers by just 1 point over Team Virtuoso. But they will take the lead for now with a 28. Cyber Crew in 5th with a 24. Round 5 now with Team Whiteout and the Flaming Cherries. They're off, much more separated there with Team Whiteout. The Flaming Cherries already lose 1 bottom lane there. And Team Whiteout will lose 1 in the 0. And so do the Flaming Cherries 1 in the 0. That is a poor run from the Flaming Cherries. And from Team Whiteout actually as well. Look at that. Early dropout for Captain Vermilion there. And Garnet on the right side will end up in the 0. And so does Albo. Netting them only 9th for Flaming Cherries, 7th for Team Whiteout. As we move on then to the final run of the first half with the Clockworks and Grim Roses. And they're rolling down now. Oh, and Clockworks lose 2 there. That is a disaster there from the Clockworks. Grim Roses will get 1 in the 0, but that was a poor start then from the new team on the top side. The Clockworks, very, very poorly coordinated there. Look at that. They tripped over each other. They both ended up in the 2. It's hardly ever seen before. We've seen more and more teams drop in the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, but never 2 at the same time. That is 12th for the Clockworks. And meanwhile then, halfway there, it will be the Pyre Prowlers in first, Poison Darts, Cuballs, and the Hammerheads that round out the top 4. But still, it's all to play for as we have 1 more set of runs for all the teams. Starting off now with the Coastline Crescent on top, the Rollives on the bottom, the lanes switch. And we're off. Closely held together, the Coastline Crescents. Rollives lose again 1 in the 2. And the Coastline Crescents, oh, will get 1 in the 0. That is not going to be a better one, or perhaps potentially marginally better. Neither for the Rollives. That is a disaster for the Coastline Crescents, one of the fan favorite teams of the VALVIK Minor League. Missed out on the qualifiers this season. It's only a 10th for the Coastline Crescents. 25 gets the Roll Lives 4th. Alright, Kitsune Rush and Poison Darts now. And Poison Darts lose 1 in the 2 again. And Kitsune Rush only get 3 in the 7. Poison Darts lose another. They get 1 in the 0. Only an 8, a 6, and a 2. But meanwhile, the run from the Kitsune Rush might be pretty good. We'll have to see the results. They get 3 in the 7, 1 in the 6. Very closely all together there. And it's going to be a better run with 27. Poison Darts only 16. Move on then to the Hammerheads and the Keyballs again. And the Keyballs lose 1 already. And the Hammerheads, will lose 1 in the Cash Basin. And so do the Keyballs. These runs are not getting better from these teams in the Minor League. That was a near miss there actually for the Hammerheads. And look at that, 12 ball. Loses it, goes into 3. Loses momentum from 9 ball in front of him. And 10 ball cannot stop themselves from landing in the Catch Basin. 3rd and 6th, no improvements. Move on then to run 10 with the Cyber Crew and the Pirate Prowlers. And it's a good start from both these teams here. Can the Cyber Crew land it? Oh, and they get 2 in the 8, 2 in the 6. That is a very good run then from the Cyber Crew. Not a bad run from the Pirate Prowlers either. We will have to see which of these two comes out on top. But these two have been so far the MVPs of this event. But let's see where the Cyber Crew ends up. 28th, but only in 2nd. The Pirate Prowlers still in the lead. They are guaranteed a medal for now. Let's see if either of these two or the ones after them can do anything about it. Flaming Cherry's got an early dropout, 1 in the 5. Oh, and they lose 1 as well. Team Whiteout though, not a bad run from Team Whiteout. They get 2 in the 7, 2 in the 6. Similar to what we've seen from the Kitsune Rush earlier, but just 1 worse than the Kitsune Rush. 26 for Team Whiteout. Flaming Cherries only 20. Which means that the Pirate Prowlers are in fact guaranteed a medal. Let's see which color of medal it will be. See if either of these two can switch things up here. I don't think it's looking like it so far. Clockworks have a good chance, but they lose 1. And it will not happen. The Pirate Prowlers will do it. The Grimroses actually had 2 early dropouts. 1 in the 2, 1 in the 4 earlier down the course. Clockworks get 2 in the 6, 1 in the 8, and they lose 1 crucially in the 0. Will be 9th and 11th then. But it means then that the Pirate Prowlers will win the first event of the Minor League. Cyber Crew come home in 2nd, Kitsune Rush in 3rd, with the Keyballs in 4th. Coastline Crescents will take last. Congratulations to our podium finishers. Kitsune Rush, Cyber Crew, gold medalists, the Pirate Prowlers. Well done then to the Pirate Prowlers for winning the first event of the VALVIK Minor League. Congratulations also to the Cyber Crew and the Kitsune Rush. And that was it for the first event of the Minor League. And of course, in the overall standings, the Pirate Prowlers take the lead, 3 points ahead of the Cyber Crew in 2nd. Kitsune Rush will take 3rd. But that's it from us. Coming up next, we return to the main league with event 3, Balancing. We hope to see you there, and as always, have a nice rest of the day. Goodbye.